Well, what's going on, guys? My name is Andre and I'm very excited that you are watching my second video on this YouTube channel. I guess at this point I should stop counting. However, for those of you who are brand new to the channel, welcome. It is my job to make sure that you are gonna fire your boss, quit your job and enjoy this amazing, beautiful life, mostly as a result of this amazing tool called Facebook Marketplace Dropshipping. And that is actually a tool that allowed me to quit my day job back in October of 2020. And if I did it with a 9-to-5 job with lots of deadlines and 2 kids, well, I'm pretty sure you can do that too, so stay tuned. So actually, let's start with pros and then we can do one pro, one con. So pro number 1, when you are dropshipping on Facebook Marketplace, you get a lot of free organic traffic, and by a lot, I mean a lot. You can do that on personal marketplace or with a commerce manager shop. And on Commerce Manager Shop, yes, you do get more traffic, but on personal profiles, we still do get a lot of free traffic. We actually listed 2 new listings, and those are plans. Those are DIY plans on how to build something. I'm not going to disclose exactly what it is, but DIY plans are kind of popular, and we listed those 2 days ago. And in 24 hours, we got 1,847 clicks, and that is in this short of period of time. And please do note that we're not using any ads. I have not been using any ads since July of 2020 when I started dropshipping on Facebook Marketplace, and I do recommend you guys not to use any ads. And con number 1 is actually glitches on Facebook Marketplace. For those of you who are seasoned sellers who are watching my channel, well, I'm sure you guys do know that Facebook Marketplace has a good amount of glitches because the platform is pretty darn big, and by pretty darn big, well, you guys can look up the numbers. There are billions of people on Facebook from all over the world, lots of people in the United States, and a lot of people are using Marketplace, and as a result, it is next to impossible to really QA everything, and the platform is just way too big. So often you will find that on Marketplace, when you guys are launching new listings, in some cases those will get 0 views, and it's really hard to tell whether it is because the item is not in demand. Most likely it is the case, but in some cases Facebook is updating the platform, and when they are updating a platform, people usually encounter the 0 views glitch, and it's just one of the countless glitches that you will encounter. I personally was banned on Facebook Marketplace at least 10 times, I want to say, since 2021 when the bans actually started for me. So be prepared to experience at least 1 ban when you are dropshipping on Marketplace, but the good news is you can appeal all of those very easily. And I guess I kind of discussed this as a second con, because you will get eventually banned on Marketplace, but you can appeal it like I mentioned. So pro number 2, listing on Marketplace is super easy, and by super easy, I literally mean that you can list and launch a new item in 5 to 10 minutes and not risk losing out on the product demand if it is still a hot seller, which is actually a huge issue. When I was dropshipping on Shopify, by the time I would build a website, by the time I would finish my ad creative, there is a very good chance that the product demand already died down, and I wasted a lot of hours and time building a 1 product store for the product that was no longer in demand. Which is why I love Facebook Marketplace Dropshipping, because you can literally launch listings in 5 to 10 minutes, even less if you are using a software such as FBM Fox or ZDrop. I personally don't do that. I believe into quality versus quantity, and I encourage my students who enroll into my Udemy course to do the very much same, which you guys can, by the way, find. But we also do have a free Discord dropshipping channel that you guys should join, and that you guys will find helpful in my opinion. So I included all of those useful links for you guys down below, so keep that in mind. And then con number 2 is actually customer support, or rather seller support. So when you guys have an issue, whether it is a ban or a glitch on Facebook Marketplace, you will often experience that if you do not have a business page, you are only limited to an email chat. And email chat, the response takes at least 24 hours, and usually the responses that you get from seller support are copy-paste bot responses. They read the script, and normally all they say,
I'm going to outsource that to the internal team, and then the internal team will take another 3 to 4 days or maybe 30 to 60 days to actually resolve the issue.
So if you're banned on marketplace and you don't get unlocked with the request review, you might need to be prepared to mentally lose all the revenue for the orders that you have not marked as shipped, because when you're banned on marketplace, you are not able to fulfill your orders. You in fact lose access to communication with all the buyers, and you lose access to the entire marketplace. And then pro number 3 is Commerce Manager. So if you are an established business entity, and if you have an LLC, or even if you do not have LLC, you can actually set up a Facebook page. What that means, create a page for any category, whether it's a brand or an e-commerce website or whatever. You can convert that page into Commerce Manager store. And right now, Commerce Manager stores are seeing a lot of traffic, and by a lot I mean 50 to 100 plus orders every single day. That is our average if you are able to find a good hot selling product. And then pro number 4 are the seller fees. So on personal marketplace profile, you only are charged 5% seller fee on each sale, which is actually the lowest seller fee out there. So there is that. And now let's wait for the helicopter to pass by, because I live in San Diego, where there is one of the biggest naval bases in the United States. Fun fact. And then the next con is kind of around what I mentioned earlier about suspensions. You can get suspended anytime for no good reason. So you should be able to prepare yourself for that. And as a result, you should be able to diversify your dropshipping portfolio. And what I mean by that, if you have a friend, if you have a girlfriend, if you have a wife, or if you have a relative who is able to lend you their personal marketplace profile, and you guys can negotiate the social security, tax, all the bank account stuff, then in my opinion it is a very, very good idea that you guys have backup accounts, backup stores, in case your main account gets suspended or your stores get suspended on marketplace. So be prepared to lose on the revenue stream of income. It happened to me a couple times. I was able to appeal it every single time, which is good, but some people have lost their income source from their profile permanently for no good reason, or at least that's what they tell us. However, again, the more backup stores you have, the better, which is the solution, and which is kind of another pro, is that you can scale very, very quickly and easily, because not only can you dropship from your personal account and with your 5 business manager, and each business manager, by the way, can have at least 5 stores. I personally do 1 store per each business manager, because if one business manager is restricted, all stores on that get restricted. So you can have 1 store on your personal account plus 5 stores on your business manager. That means each Facebook account at least can have 6 stores, 6 revenue streams, where you guys can maximize your sales. And now if your girlfriend or your wife is doing the same thing, or rather you are doing that for her, well, then you have 12 revenue streams, and multiply the more people you can negotiate to do that, to work with you doing that. You know what I mean? So there's that. And then another con that I wanted to discuss is actually the payouts. Payouts are on marketplace. It takes 5 days after delivery to get your payout, so that means at least 10 to 14 days after you marked an order shipped, because let's be real, if you're dropshipping on eBay or Walmart, it takes usually about a week for items to arrive. So 7 days plus 5 days after the delivery, that is 12 days, so almost 2 weeks to get paid. So you kind of had to do the math and plan your budget accordingly. And in my opinion, you should leverage your credit cards and apply for business credit cards in order to make sure you can leverage the credit and pay for that credit limit, once you get paid from marketplace. And another pro that I mentioned in my other video, that you should watch if you haven't done so already, but the entry barrier is super low. All you need to do is, if you are in the United States, you need a social security number, and you need a US bank account and a Facebook account, obviously, and you're good to go. You can start drop shipping pretty much today. And if you do not have a shipping option on your marketplace profile, all you need to do is start listing your items, do a garage sale, or sell a few items that you don't need. Just look around your house, list them on Marketplace, have some engagement, and normally in 1 to 2 weeks Facebook would give you the shipping option and you can drop ship then. Or most people like me already had the shipping option for quite a long time. I just didn't realize it until I checked in July of 2020 when my wife accidentally told me that she saw the buy now button on Marketplace. So there is that. So yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. Again, I want to keep this as informative, short and simple as possible for you guys, not waste your time. So if you are enjoying this content so far, well, you guys know what to do. Do consider
Smashing that like button, subscribing to the channel, hitting the notification bell.
So thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.